Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the David Hittle Real Estate Show, brought to you by United Real Estate Louisville. I am your host, as always. I am David Hittle, and today we are going to talk about how to make the dream of home ownership a reality for you this year. So there are some steps that we have created that we believe will help you achieve the dream of home ownership this year. And we are going to reveal those steps today on our show. So again, this is the David Hittle Real Estate Show, brought to you by United Real Estate Louisville. If you are interested at all in real estate, please hit that subscribe button down in the lower right-hand corner of the video. And if this is an episode that you really like, please give me a thumbs up. That way I know I'm doing a good job. So again, we're going to talk about how to make the dream of home ownership a reality for you this year. But before we get there, did you know that owning a home is still more affordable than renting one? So if you've been listening to me for any length of time, if you've been following real estate news, you'll know that the prices of homes, the values of homes, are increasing right now. And that is because of supply and demand. There is a lot of demand from home buyers that are looking to buy a home right now, but there's not a lot of listings. There's not a lot of supply out there, and builders have been unable to keep up with the demand from home buyers as well. So that is causing the price of homes to go up. However, due to the decreasing interest rates that we are seeing, where we hit a record low interest rate here the first week of January, the cost of a home is actually going down. The cost to actually purchase one, the affordability of a home is going down. So they are kind of balancing each other out between the cost of the home, the value of the home, the price of the home going up, but your affordability portion is coming down and it's still becoming more affordable. The thing that may become the problem is that as home values continue to go up, the down payments that are required also go up. For an FHA loan, you're looking at a minimum 3.5% of the purchase price. For a conventional loan, you're looking at least 3%. Now, if you're doing a USDA or a VA loan, then that doesn't affect you. There is no down payment for USDA loans or VA loans. With the VA loan, you may have a funding fee, but that can also be waived due to other circumstances. So as the price of homes goes up, the down payments will as well. And once they get to a point where they are getting above what people can afford, what home buyers can afford, then we'll start to see other issues start to creep in as well. But still, owning a home is still more affordable than renting one. ATTOM Data Solutions recently released the 2021 Rent Affordability Report. So they have a report for almost everything in this crazy country of ours. And in the report, they found that owning a median priced, so an average priced, 3-bedroom home is more affordable than renting a 3-bedroom property in 572 or 63% of the 915 U.S. counties analyzed for the report. So again, what that says is owning an average priced 3-bedroom home is currently more affordable than renting a 3-bedroom property in 63% of the U.S. counties that were analyzed in this report. That has happened, and this has happened even though median home prices have increased more than the average rents over the past year in 83% of those counties. So think about that. Owning a median priced 3-bedroom home is still more affordable than renting a 3-bedroom property in more than a majority of the counties, even though median home prices have increased more than rents have increased in the past year for 83% of those counties. So how is that possible? Well, ATTOM, their chief product officer, Todd Teta, says this. This is how it's possible. Home prices are rising faster than rents and wages in a majority of the country. Yet, home ownership is still more affordable as amazingly low mortgage rates that have dropped below 3% are helping to keep the cost of rising home prices in check. So that's how it is being able to be that way. Because of the reduced mortgage interest rates, you're not paying as much a month for your mortgage as you normally would be, and therefore home values, home ownership is still more affordable than rent. Of course, in 2020, mortgage rates reached all-time lows 16 times, and so far they're continuing to hover in low territory this year. And we know from the first week of January that they hit the 17th lowest rate, or it would have been the 17th lowest rate if that would have been 2020. So the first lowest rate for 2021, but would have been the 17th lowest rate. Teta also notes it's startling to see that kind of trend, but it shows how both the cost of renting has been relatively high compared to the cost of home ownership, and how declining interest rates are having a notable impact on the housing market and home ownership. Now, this is the caveat. This is the warning label here. The coming year is totally uncertain. Amid so many questions connected to the coronavirus pandemic, the broader economy, but right now, today, owning a home still appears to be a financially sound choice for those who can afford it. So, if you wonder if you can afford a home, and you're in the Louisville, Lexington area, or anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world, feel free to reach out to me, because I will be able to connect you with the right people that will determine whether or not you can afford a home today. Remember, you've got down payment assistance grants in a lot of states. You've got tax benefits of owning a home. There are a ton of benefits and there are a ton of programs that can help you, but you must get connected to the right people who know your particular situation and are willing to help you through the process. So now, here are some steps on how to make the dream of home ownership a reality this year. So as you know, this past week was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And in 1963, he inspired a powerful movement with his I Have a Dream speech. Through his passion, determination, he sparked interest, ambition, and courage in his audience. Today, reflecting on his message encourages many of us to think about our own dreams, our own goals, our own beliefs, and our own ambitions. For many Americans, one of those common goals is owning a home, a piece of land, a roof over our head, a place where we can grow and flourish. So, if you are dreaming of buying a home this year, start by connecting with a local real estate professional. If you need help with that, maybe you're not here in the Louisville, Lexington area, you can still get a hold of me. I will find you a local expert real estate professional that can help you with your home purchase. That's a service I provide for free because it is important that you are connected to the right professional to help you when you are ready to make the largest purchase of your life. It's important to have someone standing beside you when you're making those type of decisions. But if you have been dreaming, first start by connecting with a local real estate professional to understand what goes into this process. And then, with that trusted advisor at your side, you can then begin to answer the questions below to set yourself up for home buying success. So, the first question, first step that they lay out, how can I better understand the process and how much I can afford? So, the process of buying a home is not one that you should enter lightly. You need to decide on key things like how long you plan on living in an area, school districts that you prefer, what kind of commute works for you, and how much you can spend or how much you can afford to spend. Keep in mind, before you start the process to purchase a home, you'll also need to apply for a mortgage. So, what I do when you become a brand new client of me and we're going to go look for a home together for you, your dream home, I get you connected with a trusted lender that I have had multiple transactions with that I trust to get you through the process. I have lenders that I know can move lickety-split. I have lenders that I know are very helpful when it comes to credit issues. And I have lenders that are able to help if you have a lower credit score than what the average is. But we first get you pre-approved. And that is important because there is no use in you looking at homes that you may not be able to afford. Not that you can't afford them, but the bank may not be willing to loan you money on. Lenders evaluate several factors connected to your financial track record, one of which is your credit history. So credit scores are important. They'll want to see how well you've been able to minimize your past debts, so to make sure you've been paying your student loans, credit cards, and car loans on time. If your financial situation has changed recently, be sure to discuss that with your lender as well. Because if you were furloughed because of the coronavirus, that's not your fault. And as long as you're back to work now, that does not impact or should not impact you like it would be if you had lost your job and had gone to something different. Most agents have loan officers that they trust and will provide referrals for you. According to Consumer Reports, financial planners recommend limiting the amount you spend on housing to 25% of your monthly budget. So not everybody does that, but financial planners, the experts, recommend limiting that amount to 25% of your monthly budget. So take that into your considerations as well. Number 2 on the steps is, how much do I need for a down payment? There's a huge misconception out there that you have to have 20% in order to purchase a home. You have to have 20% of the purchase price in order to purchase a home. That's simply not the case anymore. In addition to knowing how much you can afford on a monthly mortgage payment, understanding how much you'll need for a down payment is another critical step. And as I was speaking about before, there are many different options and resources in the market to potentially reduce the amount you may think you need to put down. If you're concerned about saving for a down payment, start small and be consistent. A little bit each month goes a long way. Jumpstart your savings by automatically adding a portion of your monthly paycheck into a separate savings account or house fund. Over time, these automatic deposits add up. For example, $50 a month accumulates to $600 a year and $3,000 after 5 years, plus the interest that has compounded. So before you know it, you'll have enough for a down payment if you are disciplined and thoughtful about your process. So again, 3.5% minimum for an FHA loan, 3% minimum for a conventional loan, and if you're looking at a rural area that may be in a USDA qualifying area, then you're looking at 0% down payment. And if you're a veteran who served our country, thank you so much for serving our country, and the VA loans do not have down payments as well, they may include a VA funding fee, but unlike a regular down payment, your VA funding fee can actually be rolled into your mortgage. And if there's other circumstances, you may not have to pay a VA funding fee at all as well. Number 3 on this list, saving takes time. Practice living on a budget. Do you need that $6 coffee every single day? If you don't need that $6 coffee every single day, then you can take that $6 that you would have spent every single day and put that into your savings as well. Think about that. $6 a day for 7 days is $42 a week. $42 a week is $2,184 a year. Over 5 years, that turns out to be $10,920, not including your interest that is compounded. So think about that. For your $6 coffee that you absolutely have to have every single day, you're looking at $2,190 a year and almost $11,000 over 5 years. So if you're disciplined, you can find those little things that we just take for granted every day. Find those little things that you can cut from your budget. Maybe it's cable. I'm getting so much closer to killing cable because we hardly ever watch it anymore. As tempting as it is to pass the extra time you may be spending at home these days with a little retail therapy, shopping on Amazon, shopping on Walmart.com, I understand. Putting that extra money towards your down payment will help accelerate your path to home ownership. It's the little things that count. That $6 coffee every day. $6, $42 a week. Doesn't sound like a lot. $6 a day doesn't sound like a lot. $42 a week doesn't sound like a lot. But over a year, $2,190, that's a pretty good chunk of change. And almost $11,000 in 5 years, that definitely is a good chunk of change. So it's the little things that count. Start trying to live on a slightly tighter budget if you aren't doing so already. A budget will allow you to save more for your down payment and help you pay down other debts to improve your credit score. A survey of millennial spending shows that 68% reported that shelter-in-place orders have helped them save for their down payment. That's according to Danielle Hale, the chief economist at Realtor.com. She goes on to say, if there is any silver lining to the current economic landscape, it's that mortgage rates are hanging around record lows. Additionally, shelter-in-place orders helped many who were fortunate enough to keep their jobs save for a down payment, one of the largest hurdles of buying a home. The combination of low rates and the opportunity to save is enabling many millennials to move up their home buying timelines. So while you don't need to cut all of the extras out of your current lifestyle, making smarter choices and limiting your spending in areas where you can slim down will make a big difference. So again, the bottom line in all this is, if home ownership is on your dream list this year, take a good look at what you can prioritize to help get you there. To determine the steps you should take, let's connect today. I am available. Again, I'm David Hittle with United Real Estate Louisville. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you just have questions, comments, anything, you can always comment in one of my videos. I will answer. But you can also email me. My information is in the description of the video. You can give me a call if you prefer that. I am available to help you and to hopefully, if it is your dream, get you into a home this year. I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay warm, and until next Sunday at 2 o'clock, see you then. Have a great day.